Tired of these thermistors screwing up your prints? Got a better way to do it. Coming up next. Hey everybody, Chris Sergeant Taz here, and today I'm going to talk about replacing your thermistor, why you would do it, and a better option. So, had a few failed prints a while back, and of course everything gets looped up onto the hot end, so you know you're getting tons of filament building up on your heat block. And what do? Well, you got to clean it off. And during that process, these have a tendency to break real easy or get melted by the hot plastic filament that's on there. So what are the options? Well, especially in artillery, you have a decent sized heat block, and that's where it usually goes with a screw. And I found a better option, one of these guys. See if I get to the focus. So it's a hex screw in that goes right into your block. So your basic block screws into the actual screw hole. So let me see if I can get the focus for you. There it is. So instead of going into the chamber, it goes into the screw hole. Now, what's the benefit of this? It's all metal. It actually has braided cabling. It does come with a longer connection that you just swap out. I put a little hot glue on that one just to make sure it stays placed. Nothing major. You just kind of put it together same way, and then it would plug back into your artillery Sidewinder X1. So you would, if you're using a heat sock, you will have to cut it and put the hole in. So pretty much same thing. It just screws in, and then that end plugs back into your PCB on your Sidewinder. So what's the benefit of this? Benefit is, if you do get buildup, it's all metal, and it is a braided cable versus a plastic cable, so it's not going to melt as easily because it's more of a fire retardant type material that's covering the wires, and it's all metal end versus this little glass bead. And these cheap wires. So you do have a problem, or have to clean off your hot end. You can scrub on it. You can soak it in acetone and loosen it up and clean it off very easily. The other benefit is what I had found out, and I'll show a little graph of it, but maybe right about here, hopefully, is initially when I was doing the PID tune with this guy, I was getting still the weird graph where it was still kind of like going up and down on a weird, I don't know how to explain it, just a weird roller coaster ride of, it was still trying to maintain its temperature on various different filaments or what have you. I wasn't getting a steady flow. Ever since I put one of these on my printer, it's flatlined. So my temperature hits it at a point where it needs to get to and stays there. So that's one of the benefits of going this route. Like I said, during testing, it worked out way better. It's much easier to maintain. It doesn't get in the way of anything the way the Sidewinder's hooked up. I also have these on my other printers. So my Ender 3 Pros that I have, and my Anycubic Castle Plus, I actually have this on as well, because I've ran into these guys constantly breaking, or because you're going to get a bad print. It's going to happen. You're going to have a crash, what have you. You're going to get a bad print, and you're going to have filament everywhere. It's going to happen. It's just not, it's not maybe now, but when. So I believe in being proactive. So get rid of these guys, and then just put on a a hex screw. The reason why I don't like the cartridges, and I'm going to get into that really quick, they have the cartridges too that you can insert in some of these hot ends. I don't like them for one main reason. It's bad enough trying to get the heat cartridge out of that block. It's hard enough. Now add in having a ton of filament corroded on it and trying to get these screws out with an Allen key to get your cartridges out. I don't like the cartridges. They're deep inside. The wires are still exposed. The wires are generally pretty much the same wires as these guys. They're not braided material like these are. So they're not going to be as heat resistant. That's why I don't like the cartridges. Not that they don't do well, but if you have an issue trying to get those Allen heads out and pulling that cartridge out can be a nightmare. Whereas this just simply, a little bit of torque and you've unscrewed it and you don't have a problem. In conclusion, I think it's a better option. The link's going to be below. It's not an affiliate link, so it's just a link to the actual product, so you don't have to worry about me like making money on you. This is my personal preference and the way I like to have my printer set up. And like I said, the benefits to me outweigh using the old-fashioned screw and glass bead thermistor. It works better in my opinion. So hopefully this has improved some of your user experience and I've helped you in some way. Give me a like and a subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And hopefully I'll have some more videos coming out soon. Got some better camera gear coming, and I'm trying to get some more things into the realms of printers that I use out to you guys. So thanks for watching. See ya and take care.